Hey everyone, Steven here, Autistic YouTuber, and welcome to Toastamac. Remember back in June when I posted that video about why many autistic people love Sonic the Hedgehog? You know, the one that got over 19,000 views, becoming the highest viewed video in all of Toastamac? Yeah, that one. There have been a lot of heartfelt comments left on that video, which I am truly grateful for. And some that got me thinking about something. Some of you had commented about a possible fixation on not just Sonic, but speed itself, and all things that go fast. Might be something worth looking into. I do want to reiterate 2 points before diving too deep into this. First, this will not apply to all autistic people. Remember, each autistic is their own individual. Some like to go fast, but others don't. I don't like going fast all the time. I stay within the speed limit. And 2, while some of my other videos have been about explanations and giving advice, this is more of a observation, if you will, giving my opinion as to why I think that some autistic people like to go fast. All right? Let's begin. One of the biggest possibilities that sticks out to me right away is stimming. Whether it be to release energy or building it up, speed can help with both. It follows the same principles as actions like rocking back and forth, pacing, and yes, even hand flapping, in the sense that they could be used to cope with stressful situations, manage sensory input, or even something as simple as enjoying yourself. You mean like when you used to spin in place as fast as you could on every single day of the week? Man, I still remember the sensations of the world spinning after I was done. But hey, I was having fun. What did I care? And it also helps that many activities involving speed often include repetitive motions. Correct. After all, what is the act of running and jogging and exercising, if not repetitive movement? What is the act of speeding up and slowing down, if not repetitive movement? With repetition and patterns comes a sense of control we can have in a rather crazy world, which sequentially can bring us a certain level of comfort. There are 2 examples of control to think about in this subject. The first one being that some autistic people, not all of them, may have a strong liking for transportation vehicles like cars, planes, trains, and other vehicles of the sort. Yeah, we need to put an emphasis on the some, not all part, because not all autistic people like these things. Plus, this could be seen as a possible stereotype for autistic people, and we try our best not to reinforce those. So, for those that do have a strong liking for transportation vehicles, it could be as simple as watching them go fast. Or it could be a few other reasons, like a certain level of predictability that most transportation vehicles have, seeing as how they usually go from point A to point B with little to no deviations. Additionally, it could have to do with wanting to watch the individual gears and components working in unison to get the vehicle going, for those that are more tech and hardware savvy. And of course, it also helps when the individual in question is not the one in the driver's seat. They can enjoy the ride with one less thing to worry about. Enough about vehicles, though. Let's focus on the other example of control in this subject. Our own bodies. As we go through life moving around, we understand more about how our bodies work, as well as the environment we live in. The more we learn, the more we gain control of what we can do, the activities and exercises to partake in, removing ourselves from stressful situations, going for a slow walk, or taking off in a sprint. The list goes on. Alright, let me take a quick recap of what we have so far. The possibilities I can think of include stimming, giving us a sense of control, which in turn can bring us comfort. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else, so I guess we can just... Not so fast! there is one more possibility that you overlooked. There is? Yep, and that is that an autistic brain can sometimes operate faster than that of a neurotypical. It's all in the matter of how the brain is wired, and because of this, an autistic's brain won't have the same amount of filters that a neurotypical brain would. As a result, an autistic brain can process more information faster. I've actually heard about this idea recently from fellow autistic content creator and big name in the industry, Daniel Jones from the YouTube channel The Aspie World. P.S. You're awesome, Dan. And he was describing some very interesting behaviors that showcase how fast an autistic brain can process. I highly recommend checking out his video via this info card right here. But one of the most fascinating examples that he mentions to portray an autistic mind's speed is playing a YouTube video at 2 times the normal speed, so that the video in question would be in the same rhythm as his brain is processing. Not because the brain is moving too fast, but rather, the world is at a slower pace. He describes autistic people as being ahead of the game in terms of their thoughts, and are able to think outside of the box to problem solve faster than neurotypicals. And it's not just him. Several of his viewers who left comments on the video also described their experience of playing videos at higher speed and what a difference it made for them. So that's actually a thing? I mean, I suppose the feature's there for a reason, but I've never fast-forwarded YouTube videos that I watched. Have any of you? If you have, feel free to share your experience. I'd like to hear more about this. Now, this fast processing speed and fewer filters can lead to problems like sensory overloads, meltdowns, and not being able to get the right words out at the right time. But these should not overshadow how impressive an autistic brain can work, nor belittle the skill sets that autistic people bring to the table. All we need is a chance to show the world what we can do. I must admit, I'm genuinely amazed by how much I've learned about this subject, and I feel like I've gained a better understanding of myself and how I used to be back in my childhood. I hope you've learned some new things too, and if you want to share your personal experience or have any more questions about this topic, tell us about it in the comment section below. With that, it's time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff that makes Toast-O-Mac grow. And for the rest of September, I'm actually going to be taking a break from making autism content, so I can focus on other things that I need to attend to. But don't worry, I'll still have the live streams going on in the weekends, so if I'm live and you got the time, come hang with us. Until the next video or live stream, see you later.